Twitch. Profile. Doc. Twitch doc. Boom, 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 boom. Dungeons and Dragons. Great. Okay, done. Oh man, I'm on day 2 of over the weekend we ripped down 2 walls and rewired the kitchen. And now it's Tuesday and my body is just like, ah! What have you done?
I am not sure that is correct. In my inventory, I have 5 crystal batteries total.
Mm-hmm. That's probably right.
Is
You
it?
should have started with 4.
Oh,
Sounds about
okay.
right.
Okay. That feels like too many.
Wait until you get stabbed. Then you have too few.
Yeah.
I mean, fair. I just thought that the point was extremely limited stuff.
Well, I mean, it started that way, right? But we're now at level 5, and Joonas is kind of a powerhouse deity, and we'll see what happens.
What do you mean?
We're slowly moving away from that.
Only when he goes out against a linebacker.
Sorry, I'm struggling to find. Struggling to find some functionality that I'm missing here.
Those are really the cantrips I chose? Damn.
Did the metagame bite you in the ass?
It might have. I know last time it bit me in the ass in skills because I trained in Arcana instead of nature.
Well, I didn't know there was going to be plants and stuff here.
No, but I don't remember having chosen those cantrips. I'm willing to stick with them just because I don't want to complicate things right now, but I might ask you to if I can respec things later.
Well, you don't know what you're going into, so you might as well do it now.
Okay, well.
Basically, you all should have long rested, so that's no problem.
Right.
My brain is not... How'd Twitch work? What was it doing?
I don't know. I mean...
Oh, it's turning off my crap. I remember now.
Oh, yeah.
Which should be an audience.
I'm proficient in the flute. What?
You
Are you?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Tool proficiency flute. I was like, what? I know how to play the flute? The fuck? That's funny.
Fuck me, I have no idea how to use 5e stuff anymore.
Yeah, jumping from system to system, kind of.
Yeah, it's rough.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ. My brother sent like 5 messages in an instant to me.
Is this set up to automatically sync with my
No.
D&D Beyond thing?
No. So
Yeah.
if you go to your character,
Mm-hmm.
double click your face. There's a little D&D Beyond next to your name. Click on that, and then you have to update it. But I think you want to make sure you're clicking import. Yeah.
Okay.
Start import, and then it will update. You can push it from here to D&D Beyond if you go to update, but I would not recommend.
Okay.
Okay. Let's jump over to the recording so we don't get Twitch banged. Do that. Got my notes. Maybe I got my notes. I do have my notes. I'm right. Do that. Oh, I can't do that, or everything will show. So you have to do this. Good. We'll put it over here. Then if I click on there, pretty sure that's right. Yeah. Okay. Nope, that's D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
I need you to be a window capture. I need you to be a window title. Check my audios. You guys give me a talk.
Talkie.
Yeah.
Talk. I'm very quiet. I don't know why I'm so quiet.
Hello. How loud am I?
You're fine.
Seems fine.
Goes up and down.
Test.
I think so.
All right. Is everybody ready?
More or less.
I think so.
All right. Can I stream and record at the same time? Will my computer explode? That's the question.
That is a good question.
I mean,
I should be able to. We'll find
should
out.
be able to.
we should be able to find out. Okay. Alrighty. Welcome back, everybody, to what is this, episode 22 of the Blue Team's Ashfont campaign. Episode 21 was the room with the goose, and this is now episode 22, and I have it called the intern. Wait, no, did I do that wrong? Yeah, that's right. 22. This is the Patreon D&D game campaign. We are on episode 22, so those of you that have never watched this before, if you'd like to listen to all the back episodes, they're on the Patreon page. You're very welcome to go check those out. I've been slowly trying to upload them to YouTube, and it's just been a slow process that I've mostly given up on, but I might get back to it if people have interest. So we're here today, we're hanging out, we're going to be on Twitch because why not? I just wanted to hang out with people on Twitch today and have fun with it, show people what's been going on. We haven't played in 3 months, 3.5 months, something like that.
You know,
And essentially,
I would like to pick this game back up, add some more people to it, and have some fun. So, today we are going to be playing with. There we go. We are using Foundry. We got some sweet music going on. We are joined today by Gurna, played by Joonas, Complex
Hi.
King, played by Inferno.
Yep.
Burning Palace is playing the quite red Nixel, and then Druid, Bluest Druid, is playing Rickus, the Satyr, who is probably the newest character to this. Doesn't actually know what's going on yet, right?
Yes, he has been here for all of, I don't know, an hour.
Something like that, yeah. So why don't we, as a group here, kind of go around and just see it, since it's been 3 months, what do people remember happening? Let's do a quick recap and see where that goes.
Goose.
Yep. Honk honk the destroyer.
Yes. I remember we woke up in a small room, met a couple of goblins who hated each other's guts, despite the fact that they were the same person.
I mean, true
And,
brothers.
Yeah, one of them kept abyssal chickens, the other kept ducks, and there was a mimic that was pretending to be a goose in a pond that was eating
Yep.
their livestock.
Yeah, which begs the question, where did the Guardian actually go?
I'm not going to answer that.
I think we've lost our choice to be able to tell.
Investigations were not made.
Investigations were most definitely not made. People almost died. Fun was had. Lots of swimming.
Lots of swimming. There was some swimming in there. I'm really surprised you guys didn't get murdered instantly
Me
through all the swimming. So after defeating the horde mimic, that was a horde mimic. It was a horde of bones, which I thought was really cool, and no one commented on it. And
I didn't
yes,
know that.
you succeeded in helping the Goblin Brothers and secured the food resource for the tower. So you then proceeded to leave and had gone to sleep, and now have woken up here in another small room, very familiar setting. The door seems unlocked. The light from the teleportation crystal flickers, dies as normal, and you are all awake now once again. Sans Snick. Does not appear to be a Snick with you. But Rickus is yet again here.
Oh, fuck. So is
I
this
opened the
whole-
door.
You open the door.
I'm gonna, I guess, follow people and be like, so is this waking up randomly and falling asleep randomly normal in here?
Yeah, it's
So,
pretty normal.
so you remember the discussion that you were very annoyed about with
Yeah.
yeah. Welcome to that life.
I
If
was
you're lucky.
really hoping you were wrong about that.
Joonas, as you walk in the door to the hub, which is a place you've been quite often, it seems pretty quiet and kind of subdued. Inna is over by her desk, just or her countertop, I guess, just kind of like rearranging some stuff. The large lizard man Zasha is over, just with his arms up on the hot tub ish water feature, fire ablazing in the furnace. You hear some splashing going around, and then you see a little tiny kobold head pop out of the water. And then seeing you, you see the familiar face of Snick, just like, and then jump out of the water and like runs over to you.
No,
So
I observe them.
he's excited to see you.
Cool.
Do with that what you will.
Why is he excited?
It's been a while. Yeah.
Been a while. How a while?
He starts like looking at his fingers. 2 rooms?
Okay.
Snick's looking great. Snick's like cut. He's got like
his little kobold, like wimpy kobold arms are filling out. He looks really buff. He's got the big axe on his back, and yeah, he's looking like a well groomed adventurer now. He's just like he no longer looks frail and skinny and feeble.
Hmm.
Have you been eating your mushrooms, Nick?
Every day. And he like pats the pouch on his belt, which looks full. Like it looks like it's completely full now. He also, if you look at as you're looking, he has like a wand and a couple daggers. Like he's pretty kitted out. Yeah.
Hmm. At least you're doing well. Let's see.
What would you like to do?
Well, I don't know. I'm probably gonna kind of just observe for a moment.
Sure. Taking a look around. Frickus, you've never been here before. This room is fairly warm. It is a solid stone room, as you can see. Like there are doors, jaded, studded across the room here. I can't think of words right now. With the same gem that is embedded in the door behind you, as well as the ones you saw previously. Small runes encasing the gems in each of the doors, all unlit. There's a sand pit over here on the far side that looks like it might be a training area. There's a very large lizard man just sitting in what appears to be a large hot tub warmed by a large magically burning furnace.
Okay.
He's just hanging out, floating. Complex goes and sits in the hot tub as well.
Yep.
Sasha kind of looks at you and gives you a little nod. Complex, roll me a perception check real quick.
Perception.
I do not see any drow in here, do I?
Nope, there are no drow. 8.
10.
10, perfect. That's just enough. We talked a little bit about this last time. You don't sense Joonas, this character. You don't sense Gurna. Whereas you normally have a somewhat recollection of general locations of the people in your party. You have that pulling feeling.
Sure.
You do not sense Gurna anymore. And now that you've walked away, you're like, did Gurna disappear? What happened?
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Gurna, roll me a perception check.
Oh, okay.
Stupid chair. There we go.
That's a 7.
A 7? All right, continue.
7.
Do as you like.
All right.
I see both of them walking away and remember the pain, which I suppose for me would seem like fairly recently, and I'm just going to go, and try to be somewhere in between everybody.
Sure. As Gurna walks away, you don't sense any pulling or tugging. You're just kind of in panic mode. You also notice there's you see these boxes are set up as small tables where people maybe have used to play card games or something. You see a few stools and a couple beds built against the wall here. So this generally looks like somewhat of a safe area. The door behind you closes quietly. Yeah.
I'm going to turn to, I guess, Nyx and be like, so what, does this pull thing only happen some of the time? Or what are the rules? I don't understand.
Nixel just gives a shrug.
Cool. Yeah, you're just the most helpful person I've ever met in my life.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Inna, the large Goliath woman, sees Gurna walk up, and she's just like, "Oh, hello, welcome back. You look well." And she kind of looks you up and down.
Insight check.
Roll me an insight check.
You look well. Sounds sus. 12.
12. She seems hesitant. You are a bit paler than you were before, or have been. So, but you're not terrible looking. So, who knows?
Yes, that's.
She seems hesitant. I think it's the thing we can go with.
Does something seem wrong?
No, you seem fine. Seem good. Have all your limbs. Everyone's happy. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, I have something for you. She goes down and
You do?
pulls out a small. Let me grab this for you.
Can I hear the conversation happening?
Yes. This isn't hidden.
I'm not quite at all. I'm just gonna,
When she says everyone looks happy, I'm just gonna give her the stink eye.
She's paying very close attention to Gurna. Joonas, I'm going to send you. She hands you over a very small wrapped package. Maybe, can I say the size of a cassette tape? Do people know what that is?
I
Go
know.
with that. Okay. I'll get VHS tape. Sorry, let's do that. Say VHS tape. And I will send you this, and you can do with it what you will. There's a note attached to the top of it. And you
I'm
can...
a very smart Noel, and I can read.
You are very smart, no one can't read. Oops, I forgot to add something to that. Yeah, so there's a small letter, and then this small package attached to it.
Hmm.
Boop, there you go. Okay, so that's going there. She just kind of looks over and sees you glaring at her now, and she waves. Welcome to the hub, she says with some.
They're new.
Are you the one in charge here?
Here I am in charge. Here, this is my what's the word?
Station?
My charge.
Your
Yeah,
charge.
my station. This is my station.
Cool.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Yeah, I want to know when I'm getting paid and when I get to leave, as was my understanding when I took this job.
And she seems somewhat downtrodden. She says, let me look here. What was your name?
Vrickus Rum.
Vrickus. And she walks back here and opens this fairly nice door.
Garden
No
specialist?
crystal on it. She walks in, door closes. Door goes back up. She comes back out. She's like, "Yeah, I do have something for you here." And she's got this
Okay.
small leather satchel.
If I start to approach, I'm going to be fairly ginger about it since I can see King is all the way back there. Do I start to feel a pull as I approach?
Complex. You begin to feel Brickus hitting that limit. Do you want to
It's fine.
give him? Okay. Yep. So no. You start feeling the pull, but then it loosens,
Okay.
and you don't feel any pain. You're just like, okay, great.
Okay. Over here next to her then.
Sure. So you come over here. Inna is a very tall Goliath woman.
Mhm.
She's big. She's real big. So she just hands you this small leather satchel, and there's a tiny note attached to it.
Okay.
And I will send you that note.
Okay.
What did you say you were doing, Joonas, with your note?
Placed in my storage. I think a bag or something.
Got it.
Satchel. And then I guess I'll undo the strap and see what this book is about.
Okay. Rickus, I assume you're just looking this over.
Yeah.
Joonas, you begin to look through this book. The sinew is like really tight. It's not like tight or anything. It's just wrapped really, really tight. And as you like touch it and start pulling it apart, it just loosens. You're like, well, okay, and it comes undone. And the leather feels slimy, but not wet, if that makes sense. Like it's soft
Greasy?
and kind of greasy, but like it's not making your hands greasy. It's just like it's weird to the touch. And as you
I've
open the
touched
book,
weirder stuff.
say that again.
I've touched weirder stuff.
You've touched weirder stuff. Fair enough. So you open the book up, and the words that are written in it don't make any sense. You speak Abyssal, though, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So there, as you're looking at it, some of these words start to form Abyssal sentences. Do you want to continue reading it? Like actually look through it?
Yeah.
Okay, you do that. So that's going to take you a few minutes just to kind of peruse the book. What's everybody else doing?
I'm gonna, I guess, open the satchel after sighing, reading the note.
Okay. It contains 75 gold.
Okay, cool. I guess I'll just tuck that in my bag.
Sure. Ina looks smiling and kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah. I'm
Like,
just gonna say,
What?
yeah, thanks. The exit, now that I fulfilled my contract?
And it just smiles kind of uncomfortably again. You'll have to take that up with your commanding officer, I'm afraid.
Okay. Is that this noir person I say, waving the note at her?
No, he's the steward of the tower. And she'll point over. Most likely, she begins to point at Complex over here, just like across the way. And then as she kind of looks around, she's like, "Oh, I believe Gurna here can be of some assistance with that."
Yeah, look up.
Good, the one who's actually helpful. So,
Roll my
how
perception
do I-
check real quick, Gurna.
Reception.
Perception.
Whoa, wait, that's 15.
15. Your hand no longer says Slayer. It does indeed have the captain's sigil on the wrist.
Oh. Be promoted, huh?
You will now notice, as you're talking about this, you do not fill the pool from Complex at all. You also don't feel Nixel or I want to say Viral, but that's not right. Rickus. you realize all of a sudden you're like, I'm untethered. Like you seem to be completely detached.
I guess they were happy with I did, but all right. What's your question?
How do I get out?
That's a good question. Do I know?
From what information you've gathered, the conscription that you've all been thrown into seems how do I say this? You have to complete it. The two choices you've been given are basically ascend the ranks and gain favor and become a good guard, or just die. Those are kind of your options that you've been given so far.
Okay, I stared at Rickus, and then after like a few moments of like obvious thinking, well, you're here now, so you have to complete your assignment essentially. Training. Your other option is to die.
I thought I had. So
Ina looks over. Did you sign anything?
no, I mean I was ready to, but like kind of like passed out before.
I didn't sign anything. I
think
just went to sleep and appeared here.
The whole thing was really weird. I got called in for a consultation. Was told I was going to get paid to check out a garden, and then I woke up.
Burning, something similar happened to you. You were, I'm not going to give away your backstory, but like, you were also conscripted, right? Like,
yeah, I'll say that I signed up for a very different job.
And as you're saying that, will also be like, oh yes, and she pulls out another small wooden box with a note on it, and she'll hand that to you.
You signed up for jobs?
Yeah, I can do some magic, but I'm not what I would call an adventurer. I'm not a warrior.
I guess this is your chance to train to be one then.
Fuck. Okay, well,
A kobold runs up behind you. Was Snick with you guys in the goose room?
No.
I don't think he was.
He was doing something else.
He was doing something else. He runs up behind and he goes, just like right behind you. He's gonna start digging through your pockets, which I hope you have pockets. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I do. Fuck, get off me. I'm going to, can I try to get away from him? Can I try to?
Yeah, he was trying to pick your pocket, but he rolled an 8.
Snick, can you stop bothering them?
He might have plants. Smell mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
You like mushrooms?
Yeah, mushrooms are good.
I'm
Yeah,
going.
Snick really
I
likes
will. Is there anything that looks like dust or dirt?
No. I mean, there's the combat pit is full of sand. Everything
Okay.
else is pretty well kept up.
These crates, I assume, are wood.
Yeah, well, that's a desk, but yes, it's a crate.
Okay.
Desk.
Well, the desk. I'm just going to lean over, touch the desk, and cast Druidcraft and see if I can make some. What are they? Chicken of the woods mushrooms grow out of the wood.
Nice. Okay. So that happens over the course of a few, 30 seconds to a minute. They just start growing.
Yeah.
And Snick just starts like, whoa, and starts gnawing on the desk, just trying to like chew them off. And then is not happy about it. She's, hey, get out of here. And she just starts kicking him. He's like, I'll show you how to be an adventurer. And he tries to grab you.
Okay. I will let him take my hand and lead me, I suppose.
Okay.
Snake,
He's gonna
do
run you
not
over here,
hurt them
and-
too
and-
much.
throw you in.
Whoops.
Whoa. Yep. Let me do that. Sorry.
Sorry.
Disregard. And he'll kind of like shove you into the pit. He's like, let's go. And he like picks his hand up and summons a big 2-handed battle axe. Complex and Nixel, what are you doing?
Nixel had something.
I'll pretty much turn my back and ignore what's going on with Snick and Brickus.
I'll cast Shillelagh
Okay.
on my staff and try not to die.
All right.
I did tell Snick not to hurt him too much. I don't know if he heard me.
We'll find out. Nixel, did you want to do something?
Yeah, I'll take my cloak off and hand it to Inna and say, hey, can I trade for this?
Sure. Yes. What would you like? Let me look. What are you? You're handing her as a regular cloak? It's a magical
No,
cloak?
it's a cloak of protection.
Cloak of protection. Okay. She's like, yes. I mean, I have the regular things if you'd like. Do you need more rations? Do you need more crystals?
I mean, it's a nice cloak. I could probably get both, right?
I mean, if you'd like, I could probably give you 2 daggers and 5 crystals for that.
Sure, that'll work.
Okay. Yeah, she'll trade you right across for those. If you need 2 more daggers, you're welcome to, I guess.
You never have too many daggers.
I have 3 daggers and 3 darts. What the fuck?
You were given the cannonballs and some throwing daggers. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Some throwing. I think we just marked.
Oh yeah, I have that massive cannonball flail that just fucking hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Pain.
Joonas, you're still kind of looking at this book as they run off.
Yeah, I'm also like thinking, why was I promoted? What?
Nixel, what are you doing? You got a note? Did you want to read it? Did you want to show anybody? Do you want to look at the box? I just kind of I want to do all this kind of at the same time, but not like.
Yep.
I want to give people their due. So all of this is kind of happening. Joonas, you're just reading. Rickus is about to get in a tumble.
Yeah, I am mostly running away from Snick.
Okay.
Cardio.
I will just count that as you 2 training then. I think
Okay.
if he just wants to do that, we'll do that. So you 2 are training.
I'd tuck the note away, tuck the contents of the box away, as subtly as possible for that. And yeah, also keep the box in a pouch, but not be so subtle about the box.
Okay. I'm gonna say, Joonas, you're not gonna get a roll for that because you're kind of reading. So
Yeah.
I think Nixel is stealthy enough to not worry about that. So you do that.
I mean, Gurna doesn't really care right now.
Sure. And then Complex, what are you up to?
I'm sliding in and relaxing next to the lizard guy, but I will ask him a few. I'd like to ask him a few questions if he will actually answer.
He'll shrug. You looking to buy something?
Information.
Okay. I usually trade in parts. And
We're both doing something different.
he just leans back. She seems open to it.
So, Inna has spoken many times about time passing differently, and I would have to agree, but well, I'd like your opinion on what I'm perceiving. When I go into each of these teleportation rooms, the continuation rooms, things change.
Things always change.
Yes, but usually there's time that needs to pass for a change.
Kind of like he sits down, sits down in thought, I guess, kind of sinking into the water a little more.
Time doesn't change for me. Well, it doesn't stop, if that makes sense. This is new as of this tower.
He looks at you like deep in thought and says, I don't dream either.
I dreamt once. Long
He floats
ago.
over here. And he grabs a bag and he comes back. And he reaches into the bag and he pulls out a weird kind of mushroomy looking thing. Like it's not a mushroom, it's maybe more like a lichen or a root. And he's just like, try this. And he just hands it over to you. Do you take it?
Sure, I'll go ahead and grab it and
then he
try to figure out what it is.
Yeah, okay. So you take it. It seems like some kind of root. And then he just puts his hand out. Like expecting something.
Well, I need to know what it is first.
It'll make you sleep. Give you all kinds of wild dreams.
Sleep and wild dreams. You sure that's a good idea right now?
I don't know. You're the one that says you can't follow time when you go to bed. It's pretty normal for people to go to sleep and then wake up the next day. That don't make you no time traveler.
I suppose that's true. If I was time traveling, it would only be forward.
Well, good. Then you know where you're going. And he puts out his hand again.
On second thought, I don't think that I need help sleeping per se.
You're lost, and he takes it, and just eats it.
You gonna pay for that?
I already did.
I see. What else do you got?
Oh well. And he pulls out like a small tray out of the bag. This appears to be some kind of magical bag. It's not new. But he pulls out this long tray and sets it on the counter. And sure enough, he's got quite a few different varieties of plants, vegetables, and vegetables, and other small things that could be used for cooking. Like you've known a few of these things to be something that you would eat just normally. A few of them you think might have medicinal purposes. And essentially what you're looking at is enough supplies to make like 2 potions if someone were to get the gumption up to try to craft a potion.
Okay.
I've also got a stash of bones and teeth. He essentially has a large supply of fine materials for crafting. So if you want
Yeah,
to
for
try to make
alchemy
something or
or
augment something-
herbalism. I'm
correct.
assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. He's got a few leathers. Like, oh, I got something real interesting in here. And he pulls out the skull of what looks like a wolf. He's like, werewolf. I'm pretty sure the body's still running around somewhere in here. And he just a little like with the skull. He's like, that's got to be worth something.
I'm sure it's worth something. I don't know what it would be worth. I'm not a proprietor of any goods.
And as always, I got the normal. And he walks over and he pulls out like a huge haunch of meat and just sets it on the bonfire and starts cooking. And he's like, I'll take some of that. You take some of that and give me some crystals. We're even.
Sure. I do need some supplies. Potions probably would not be a bad idea.
Okay, cool. So I'll let you kind of shop through that. If there's a potion you want to make, we can talk about what you'd have to buy from them to make it. I don't know if any of you are trained in alchemy.
I'm proficient in alchemy, supplies, and herbalism.
Yeah, so you would definitely be able to make basically. If there's a potion you want to try to make, we can see if he has the stuff to make it. So think about that a little bit.
Sure.
Inna does have the alchemy stations and stuff set up here that she said you were allowed to use because of previous things that have happened. So I'll let you kind of think about that. Hang out.
Sure.
Druid, roll me 2d20. Tell me both rolls.
Adding anything to it or?
Nope, just straight. You're just training, so like you're not actually trying to kill each other.
Cool. 7 and a 6.
7 and a 6. Okay. Snake is just mopping the floor with you. Like every time you're like, I got this, he just like pounces on you and like slaps you with the blunt of his axe.
Fuck.
It's a hard knockback.
Why are you so squirrely?
Why are you horns? And he just keeps running around, jumping like no magic is being cast. He's just training with that. If you want to stop, you can, but you actually feel like you're kind of getting in the groove of it, and you feel like you might actually be learning something. Okay. So
yeah, I will keep sparring. For the most part, I think I do want to try to avoid more than anything.
Sure.
If I have any opportunities to fight at ranged, I will use Produce Flame instead of Shillelagh to attack.
Okay, yeah, no, he's pretty good at just staying up in your face, like you're not leaving the circle. So
yeah, okay.
So I will take that into account for the next thing. Nixel, you're just watching.
Yeah.
Did you want to try to figure out what the thing was, or do you care?
Yeah, I'll watch with one eye and also take a look at the needle.
Knowledge Arcana? Do you have Knowledge Arcana?
I do not.
You have something weird about your tattoos, right?
Yeah.
Do I know what that weird thing about your tattoos is? Should I know what that weird thing about your Go ahead and roll me Knowledge Arcana, and I will give you your with your int. I think your character might know this. Because you have so many tattoos.
Alright. So that's just a straight roll for me.
Okay.
4.
4? This looks like a tattooing needle. That's all you get. that's yeah. A very strange, fancy tattooing needle. No ink was delivered with you or anything. It's just, that's it. Okay. So you're looking at that. You're fighting. You're looking at potions. Gurna.
I'm just creepily reading this booklet next to
Yeah. As you read this booklet,
the words begin to make more sense. Everything starts falling into pieces. So you know that meme with all the text going by your face?
Yeah.
Your mind is being opened
Oh,
to
no.
the vastness of the universe. The darkness just slowly creeps in, and it feels inviting. You should make me a will save real quick.
Against frightened or anything?
Nope.
Just a will
will
save.
Straight wisdom. Well, I mean, wisdom save.
11.
11. That's not enough. So you begin reading this book, and it's just kind of washing over you, and that hunger you feel starts to make more sense to you. You're sitting there, and you're like, oh, yes. There's so much emptiness, so much vastness, and I feel it. I feel just wanting to fill the void of the universe here. And as you're like reading through these things, some little pieces of inspiration starts sparking, and some of the words start falling into place, making more sense. And you keep reading, and you start understanding the duality of the material and the spiritual and the soul being split, and you gain your second level of warlock.
Oh dear.
And along with that, I'm going to gift you a power.
Oh.
You can share your berserk with your rage with one person next to you when you rage.
Oh, you mean my rampage?
Yeah. Oh, you're a fighter, not a barbarian. What am I saying? I'm sorry.
Access switch?
It's going to be your. Sorry, I did this to another person with that was barbarian, and that's where my brain went. You can twin cast your fighter feats, your fighter abilities, is essentially what we're doing. So, your rampage or your why can't
That's
my
rampage is my
wind.
racial, so
Yeah, rampage and your second wind are the two that I think this will affect. Essentially, when you cast them, if someone is standing next to you, you can infect them with it.
Your hunger grows.
Your hunger grows. Your hunger spreads.
Well, the rampage goes off when I kill something.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bite attack.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. So that's what's happening. Basically, this book is kind of it's a grimoire of ancient vampiric knowledge, right? So you're now kind of understanding more of the curse that they're giving. Yeah. And unfortunately, you read it and you didn't stop, and now you have it. So you are now another level in vampire, or another level in
Perfect
warlock. So I will let you do that. That is happening. We will talk about that a little more as we go. I will let you kind of fiddle with that, but the idea is that you can twin cast your non-warlock feats or features.
That'll be interesting. Does it replace my fighter level or?
Nope. You just gain another level of warlock. You're level 6 now.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
6? Oh yeah, I am level 6. Holy
fuck. Level 6. Wow. You guys fought a giant horde mimic. So that's happening. You guys see Gurna just slowly devolving into the void. And is like, Gurna? Are you okay? Kind of gets snapped back to reality. Just like, I know the universe. It's great. Okay.
I know Kung Fu.
I know Kung Fu. It's getting dark. Yeah. What else would you guys like to do?
I'm going to try and barter actually with the chicken rations that we picked up. Or the abyssal chicken rations.
What would you like to trade for? He seems interested.
Well, a few components for some of these potions, and I'll hand him I'll tell him what potions. Essentially, we're just looking for basic healing potions and the like.
You want to make a basic healing potion, just a regular healing potion?
I mean, if I could make a little bit better, that'd be great. But I'm not trying to make like like a potion that will bring you from 0 to max HP or anything like that, right?
Okay. So like the way the crystals work are essentially healing potions. So like he'll trade you the equivalency of a crystal for a basic healing potion if that's what you want. He is enough if you want to make. You could probably make 2 moderate healing potions, but he would want 2 rations for that. So he'll trade you a ration for a moderate healing potion.
Okay. Yeah.
Essentially, you're going to need to spend the time to do it. So it's still going to take you 4 hours to make something. But
sure, that's
but
fine.
he'll trade you that.
That's fine. Go ahead and get those components, and then
Okay.
then I guess use the station to create that.
Okay. Yeah, he'll trade you that. So you traded 2 rations for 2 components for moderate healing potions. And just the fast track stuff. Yeah. And it's like, oh yeah, absolutely. Do you have bottles on you?
No, I do not have any vials on me.
I think I had all the vials. So, Inna is like kind of hard pressed. She will sell you the vials for a crystal. I know it's kind of shitty, but you can reuse the vials after you own them.
Yeah, so long as they don't break, right?
Yeah, which I'm not gonna be a dick about that unless you guys are like throwing the potions around.
Like Minecraft.
Which they might. Never know.
Or Baldur's Gate 2. Or 3, Baldur's Gate 3. Just throwing potions at each other.
But yeah, I guess I'll also look and see what other wares Inna has
Okay, yeah.
to try and make I guess a better deal versus 1 crystal for a couple of vials, right?
1 crystal for 2 vials is pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah, because the vials are reusable. She's got a total of 4 vials. She will say if you want to trade her one of the healing potions or you want to spend the time to make some potions for her, she'll give you the vials.
Yeah, work and trade is fine.
Okay. So she will if you make her, this doesn't matter. So essentially you're working for her now. So she's going to get 2 lesser healing potions. She has the materials for that. And then she'll give you those 2 vials for free. But in the process of that, you guys are going to have to stay here for a full 4 hours. So, which I guess you would have had to anyways.
Yeah,
so
I would have had to either way.
So everybody's going to have to eat at least. Well, no, I guess not. I guess you won't have to eat if you just want to bail, but you're going to get tired. So you guys have essentially a few hours to work around stuff. Vrickus, what are you doing? You want to just keep fighting with this?
I don't know. How long does it look like Snick is going to give me a break at all?
Snick is just happy training while you're here. So
Okay,
if you want to stay and train, he will just keep training.
I think I'm willing to train with him for about an hour. After that, I'm gonna be like, stop. I give, you win, and I need to choose my new spells for today.
Ah! He's gonna take a swing at you.
Nah, fuck.
13? I don't know if a 13 hits you.
Yeah, my armor class is only 11.
Ah, all right. Well,
You might want to get out of the circle.
Attack. Why can't I attack with this? What's happening? Actions.
Yeah, I don't know.
Roll it. It's not working. Weird. Whatever.
No,
Okay.
it's there. It's in the chat
Oh,
log.
did it? Chat log didn't show. I had the chat log closed. Attack. I rolled a 9, but he rolled a 2, so I don't know. He only had +3, so 10 was his attack.
For damage?
No, just a hit. I couldn't find his bonuses.
Gotcha.
Couldn't find his bonuses.
Yeah, then it just misses. And
Misses? Okay.
I will back out of there.
You gotta be a great adventurer, though. And then he will ignite the the great axe, which I know it says great sword here for anybody watching. Disregard that.
If you don't kill me and let me cast my and let me prepare my spells, I will feed you.
Roll my persuasion check.
Let's see. How normal. Let's see. 11.
11. Yeah, it's an easy one for him.
Okay.
Deal. And his axe just like disapparates. So it doesn't evaporate, just disappears.
Okay.
And he just runs over like ah! Now he's like very jovial and just running around you, so he's excited.
Just gonna be panting for a minute and then I guess come over here to one of the no, I'm just gonna hunker down.
Yeah, you might not want to go into that corner any further. Just letting you know.
Oh, okay. I need a quiet place to meditate for like an hour.
Yeah, there's beds,
Hey,
things, the hot
there's
tub.
beds, hot tub, table.
I'm just telling the group. I'll slink into the hot tub.
Sure. There's a very large, very, very large lizard man hanging out there.
I will give the gator the side eye, but he hasn't attacked anybody yet, and I saw King in there with him, so
He's hanging out.
I'll just rest. Yeah, and then when the time is up, I'll cast Goodberry, and let's see.
That doesn't seem right.
What doesn't seem right?
I have 180 feet of dark vision.
Was that something to do with your warlock levels?
Well, I picked up Devil's Sight. Gives me 120 feet.
Yeah, that's what it's at.
All right.
It could be because this room is well lit. This is like one of the few rooms that's well lit.
All right. I was like, well, I'm on my D&D video, like character sheet. I'm like 180 feet of dark vision. I'm like, that's a lot. I see in the dark.
Yeah, the token says you have 120 of bright vision, and then probably 30 feet of dim after that. That might be why.
Let me
I don't know,
update it quick.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't know.
How many?
We'll fix it later.
I see the 8 people who have tokens that I can see. Glancing around, can I? Alerted by King warning me about the corner. Can I see like anybody else in this room?
Are you guys watching the Twitch stream? Is that what's going on? No.
No.
Roll me a perception check. Perception check.
Perception? Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to do passive perception, just kind of to glance around.
Sure. Yeah, you haven't seen anything with your passive, but if you want to actually like look around the room, feel free.
Okay, sure. 9. Yeah. No, my passive was better. Okay. Yeah.
You're so distracted by that lizard man.
Yep. Lizard man, the kobold.
Yeah. Sitting in a hot tub with a gator and a mini gator is nerve-wracking, right?
Yep. All right, so Complex, you're off making potions. You basically all have a few hours. I'll even say this, Complex, as you go back here, this is really well set up. Like, it looks like someone has been upgrading Ina's workshop. So it's like there's a blacksmith as well as just like woodworking tools. The alchemy station is well set up, but like there's very few resources. What she gave you to make the potions, that's kind of it. She's like, This is what I got. Like, there's not a lot to it. But if you want to spend the time doing that, great. That would help me out.
Yep.
Gurna, you're kind of, I'm going to say you're kind of done reading your book after like the first hour. Maybe you're still picking at it, but other than that, you seem
all right. Feel free to, I guess, update my Gurna because I can't import the D&D beyond.
Yeah, I can't do anything with it either.
Well, maybe I have to do it.
Yes.
I will do that later then.
I do not
matter. I don't know how to use. I don't know how to use the 5e resources and.
Yeah, just.
We can go over it later, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Did Rook's internet just shit the bed? Or was that your computer, Rook?
I heard that too, but...
I think Rook, yep.
My mic got unplugged.
Oh.
Okay.
Crisis
I think you
averted.
guys it sounds like you guys are kind of set up. Is there anything you would like to do? Talking to each other, talking to anyone else?
Yeah,
I think so.
I was just gonna see what other things Inna had besides, working on the potions and
How
everything.
freaked out does Inna look at my presence?
Not. She's pretty comfortable around you, I think.
All right.
She was
so-
like, you zoned out, and she was like, "Are you all right? You're good."
I would probably look like eerily at them. I'm
Oops.
curious. Since I have this, I basically unlocked Eldritch Invocations. Was there any writing before I couldn't read?
In the book,
Anywhere.
or just anywhere? No, everything here has been written in some form of old abyssal.
All right, so this might be
So-
useful later on.
Sure.
And basically, I picked up Eyes of the Rune Keeper because it's like, okay, you can read all writing.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, no.
I was
The
like, maybe it could be useful.
Ooh.
it's like maybe you had that a while ago and you had a library card. Weird.
Yeah.
Basically, as soon as I'm finished
Did we
preparing
give
my
that back?
spells, I want to cast Goodberry. I'm gonna give one to Snick.
Okay.
I'll give one to the lizard folk. I made all 10. I'll come over here. I'll pass one to Nyx, and then make my way over here. Basically, I'm gonna give everybody in the room a good
Good
berry.
berry.
Yeah.
Okay. So that will prevent you all from needing to eat more since you're hanging out and spending time. You all gain 1 temporary hit point.
Ooh.
Woohoo!
Yeah. 6, 7. So I'll pass one around to everybody, and then I will have 3 left that I can save for. I think the spell says 24 hours.
Okay.
I will double check on that though.
There's no like mysterious hidden people anywhere, is there?
Do you have True Sight or something?
No.
Not that you're aware of.
No, that's like later down the levels. Actually, the warlock's good. I don't think I have access to second level spells yet.
I don't think you do.
I don't think you do.
Yeah, I only have first levels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nixel, do you want to do anything else?
Yeah. While sitting on the edge of the hot tub,
Mm-hmm.
I'll find an area that's easily covered on my skin and take the new needle and try poking myself with it.
Okay, so you're going to try to attune to it?
Yeah.
You have a weird look, but I don't say anything.
Let me go ahead and give you this item.
I mean-
Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
Everybody has their own kinks, right?
I guess.
Uh-oh.
I know my character sheet's a little messed up right now, so I don't know
It's-
if that'll cause a problem.
I think you might not have homebrew stuff enabled. Which, no, because you have a crystal battery.
I can't
Just
see
gotta
anything in my
figure it out.
inventory except in I can see it in D&D Beyond, but not Foundry.
Well, everything going well? I asked the people at the pool.
And apparently, you get no response.
Okay. Sorry, I was just talking
It's
there.
ignored. It's like,
Do you want to say that again? I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
yes, that was everyone doing.
I'm doing it.
Essentially.
People can answer that, or I can tell you what happens to Nixel.
I mean, what happens to me kind of depends on how I'll answer.
Okay, so as you're like kind of picking at the blank spot on your arm, and you're doing the tattoo, like it starts, like you don't have any ink, but like it starts making the dots, and then the needles kind of starts getting away from you and into its own pattern, and then the needle slowly, as the attunement ends, just blends into your arm, into your skin, and as you just like forcefully push it into your arm, and you now have a large wraith-like creature tattooed onto your arm. I have added that item to your inventory. Refresh your page.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
And you are attuned to that until it is destroyed. But there you go. Yeah, so you all see this. You all see this magical tattoo just like absorb into Nixel's skin, and even Zasha just kind of looks like, wow. kind of like, that's interesting. But not a lot else is said.
Some things are going well then.
So aside from that, it sounds like you guys are resting as the rest of your time goes by.
I will ask people if they have any idea what sort of things I should be preparing magic for.
Gurna would say getting by obstacles and killing things.
So, like, you think attack magic is more important, or like
food
ability magic? I just gave you food.
More food! Food magic!
You see necessary.
I've come across a mix of combat and puzzles, so it's hard to say, really.
Sasha grabs you and throws you into the water, unless you want to try to avoid it.
No, I'll take it.
Yeah, he just like grabs you by your armor and flings you. He's like, magic is only as good as not dying. I would suggest you bring something that will keep you alive. I've lost his accent completely. I'm so sorry. My voice does not want to be a lizard man today, apparently.
How's the lizard man looking?
Big lizard man.
Super strong. It looks like he and Snick have been, since they've been traveling together, like they're both kind of rubbing off on each other. So Snick is getting like really buff, and Zasha now, like you see little trinkets like kind of stashed into his belt and on his he's got like a strap across his chest. You just see like little bits and bobs that he's collecting.
Do I look any more unnerving after reading the book?
Roll me a perception check.
All right. Okay. If I instinctually roll my own d20. That's 22.
Yeah, your hair is lost more pigment. You are very much paler than you were before. It's not like thinner or anything. It's just white, whiter, I guess.
Well, becoming an albino.
A little bit.
Amazing.
As they're talking, I'll come up behind Sasha and jump on their back, grabbing them more playfully than.
Yeah, you guys just start like romping around in the pool. And
I just
like.
I look mildly confused on the side.
Nice.
What the fuck?
So because you guys rested and hung out in the hot tub, you all get a D8 temporary hit points moving forward for your rested time. Complex does not. Complex, you are working.
Yep.
But as you are working and as you're like finishing up with the potions, Inna comes over to you and she says, "By the way, I finished these." And she hands you a very nice pair of leather gloves that she's crafted to your specifications.
Outstanding.
I've been working on these for a while, but they're done.
And I'll just go ahead and start taking the hand wrappings off.
Sure.
And test out the gloves.
They seem nice and well fit. She looks at him like, I can tighten that up a little bit if you like.
No, a little bit loose is good. You are quite the master at your craft.
And she smiles and thank you. I am glad to be appreciated. And she kind of just beams a little bit, and she thanks you for the potions. She takes those and put those under her counter here.
Sure.
Other than that, she doesn't have much else. She has the general. She's got a bunch of crystals if you want to trade something in. She's got a few rations. She'd be willing to buy rations from you if you guys have extra rations.
Unfortunately,
there's been a food shortage recently for some reason. But
yeah,
it seems like that's going to be less and less.
We solved that.
I'll be selling 3 chicken duck rations.
3 duck rations?
Duck
rations. She'll give you 6 crystals for those.
Go, jeez.
Well, 2 each. Sorry, she'll give you 2 crystals each for the rations because they're fresh. So she'll give you 6 altogether.
I'll give them all then.
Okay.
I will ask the group, hey, does anybody know roughly how tall the ceilings usually are in these challenges we were supposed to take down?
The metagaming gods strike you dead. A rock falls from the ceiling and you're crushed.
Rooms are the size that they are.
Cool. So storm magic probably not great for me to work on.
I do not understand what you mean by that, but sure.
If I make a cloud that's supposed to be in the sky, is it going to have problems in the rooms that you've seen?
Do you enjoy being in clouds?
I mean, sometimes.
Well, then you may want to have it.
Nah, it's risky. And I'm going to go back to meditating and try to figure out.
I'll ask if Inna has anything new and odd that's come by since we were last in the room.
New and odd. She starts looking around. Not particularly. I mean, you were gifted. Oh, actually, and she reaches out under the table, pulls out a letter for you. I forgot to give you your letter. That reminds me. It didn't come with a box, which is why I almost forgot it. And she will hand it to you, and it is a letter signed from Noir.
Did I ever get my familiar?
Cool.
Trying to remember. I was like, did I get the resources to get the familiar or no? Because I don't remember anymore. I think I did.
Oh God, I'm muted. I'm sorry. I don't know when that happened. I forgot to give you a note.
Yeah,
Did you get that?
Yeah, I got the note.
Okay.
And I'll just quickly peruse it and then
sure. She says,
put it away.
I don't know where I muted myself. So essentially, she says people have been pushing the tower very hard. So people have been coming through, and she doesn't have a lot of stock. Something big seems to be happening, but she's not sure what exactly it is. People are just seem very dedicated to go and prove themselves. Gurna, no, you did not get those. You need to buy them from the Lizard Man. He would have the stuff. After all the things he was showing off to Complex, you're fairly sure you could buy spell components from him.
Yep. I'll go ahead and nod to Inna and then head on near the training circle and see if I can see Antic.
Yeah. He kind of waddles over to you. You notice a presence stepping by, even though it's very faint. Even for your sight, it's always hard to see him, even
like when he's really close to you.
Right. And then just kind of nod over to the circle, seeing if he wants to do a little bit of sparring.
Sure, he'll nod back, and he'll vanish again, just like step back, kind of out of your sight, which is weird for you, right? It's like, how does that guy do that? And then give me a second. Blah, da, da, ba. Uh-oh. I think I've lost Antic's character sheet. Where did that go? It should be right there. My characters now. Dun, dun, dun. Gurna, what are you up to?
It's a good question. I was kind of wondering, just staring at the rest of the group with the polls, like, oh, that's what a bunch of weirdos. But I don't say anything. And I ponder upon the meaning of the letter.
Are you training or are you fighting?
We're just basically training in, because I need to break in these gloves.
Sure. You feel Antic just like zip past you, and then I'm going to do 2 attacks on you. Oh God. 24 and a 23.
Yes. With it.
Those rolled real well. Okay. You feel these psychic blades just kind of apparate out of nowhere in front of you, and just like, and they're going pretty tight at your face. So
Staring
seems
at
like
this happening.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, right now everybody else is just like not seeing anything, just seeing me ducking and diving. And
yeah.
And
well, with that, he will not be invisible anymore. But
afterwards, yeah.
yeah. So you are taking, oh shit,
Don't die.
Sneak attack.
55 damage.
Are you sure that it's sneak attack? I guess kind of, yeah.
It's non-lethal, but yeah, he's just laying into you.
Sure.
Those are ranged attacks. You can try to block them if you like.
Let's see. Yes, I will try and block the second one. Then.
Wait, sneak attack only goes off once, even though it's the same double attack. So that's what I just did wrong.
Oh.
So, 35 damage is the damage you're taking.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try and deflect that, I guess, or catch it. There it is. There's my character sheet. I need deflect. Deflect missiles. Normal.
Okay, so 25 damage.
25
altogether.
Okay.
And then as he just you see him, he leaves your senses, right? And then as you're standing in the circle, he appears. The daggers do first. You go to block this dagger, and you kind of deflect it, but it's not a real dagger. It's a mental projection, essentially. So you're just you are able to wrestle it past you. You're like, what the hell is that? And then you see Antic appear, and he pulls out this just crazy looking dagger. And he's like, bring it. And I'll let you do your move, and then we'll just turn it into a training session.
Sure.
Assuming you didn't pass out instantly.
Nope, didn't pass out instantly.
You're good.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and try moving over to him, and let's go with yeah, we're just gonna go, I guess, Nova to begin, kind of. So yeah, just go into a what is that? Dagger attack? Flame dagger?
You can use a flame dagger. Go for it.
Well, I mean, obviously, after seeing the blade in Antic's hand, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he seems to be going all out on you.
Right. So that's a 15.
That will miss.
Okay. And then let's see. Does Flurry of Blows go off though? I think so. Well, I have an extra attack anyway, so go ahead and use that. Oh, it's been forever since I've done my monk bullshit.
Punch, 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 punch.
Right? Yes. Because that's a +7, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So I think the next attack was an unarmed strike. Is that correct? Am I doing that right?
Are you using light weapons? Because you can basically are you using 2-weapon fighting, I assume. So you get attack, and then bonus action flurry of blows. If you use your
I believe so, yes.
your monk key, I believe you get 2. Is that how that works? God, it has been a while.
I know, right? Like,
How do monks work? Let's find out.
How do monk do? Okay,
what's the question?
Flurry
Level
of
5, so you
Blows
get 2
is
attacks.
just key. So yeah, because I have the extra attack.
I thought their Flurry of Blows was 1 key point in a reaction.
Immediately after you attack on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. So you're level 5, so you get 2 attacks.
Yes.
And then if you want, you can spend a key point for 2 more unarmed attacks.
Correct. Which I was just making sure that I was going to do that right. Yes.
Yeah.
So can I attack twice with the flame dagger, or is that only once?
Yeah, you can attack twice with the flame dagger because you have 2 attacks.
Just making sure.
Yep.
Your Flurry of Blows have to be unarmed strikes, though, don't they?
They do.
They do.
Unarmed strike or monk weapons. Like I would allow you to throw like tiny darts or something.
Yeah, I believe that it has to be essentially denoted as a weapon, right? So 19 hits. All right.
The first one, like the first dagger as it goes in, like it just magically kind of graces off of his shoulder. But the second attack does seem to land.
Second attack does 14. And how much of that is fire? It's 4 points of fire.
Okay.
14 total.
Okay.
And then, yeah, we'll go into Flurry of Blows, which I had a button for that. But the first one, I'll go ahead and squeeze my fist and then hit my chest and heal myself with Healing Hand.
That requires a bonus action, does it not?
So healing,
when you make an attack.
Healing Hand, or I can choose one of my Flurry of Blows to do a healing action or a harming action.
Okay.
So it's 1d6 plus 2 HP. D6. Let's just go plus. What is that? Plus 2. D6 plus 2. So that's 4 HP. Hooray! But the other one, I will just do a simple unarmed strike.
Sure.
Is a 26 with a natural 20.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. Critical.
Is 13 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll just go ahead and flex a little bit. It's been a while.
All right. I'm gonna let you two kick the shit out of each other. What's everybody else doing? Just watching?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
If that's going to go on for a little bit, I will come over here and talk to the Goliath lady.
Sure. Complex. You are in combat.
Sure.
Do you realize that Rickus is moving out of range?
Ooh, because he did not.
So once you get about here, I need you to make me a will
I've
save.
been beyond that for quite a while.
Well, no,
You've been
sorry.
at the edge of it for quite a while.
Sorry. You would have felt well. Now that the fight is starting, it's shrinking. How's that? Will save,
Okay.
wisdom save. Complex.
It would be best to think of it as I have to concentrate for you
Yeah.
to be able to move around freely.
Okay.
And right now, I have one concern.
Okay. Yeah. So with that, you sense it shrinking, and you are able to move away from it if you want.
Oh shit! I'm gonna come over here then.
And it will kind of follow you over if you want to talk to her. That's fine.
Yeah.
I give a mildly confused look towards the satyr.
I'm shrugging. I'm like, I don't know what happened. It just started to fucking pull me again. What
She
are the
nods.
rules?
She nods. I mean, the rules are quite simple. You need to stay with your commanding officer. That's
I was 10 feet that way, and then it just changed.
There's some flexibility in it. I mean, he's like, she points over and he's kind of distracted right now, so I would be very careful. Then again, Gurna, if you'd like to seize control, you are. I don't usually like to offer infighting as an option, but you are with your. And she points at your hand again. Like you have the opportunity to do such.
Mm.
I'm gonna be like, look, it doesn't really matter to me. A little warning would be nice. I don't understand what's happening. I don't understand where I am or why I'm still here. And for the most part, people have been extremely unhelpful in helping me understand what the fuck is going on.
I'm sorry to hear that, she says. She seems generally concerned and kind of sad. She seems saddened by it, but at the same time, she seems like she's had this conversation with people before.
Yeah.
So
I will just kind of sigh and be like, "It's fine. It's not your fault."
She goes to comfort you. She she puts her hand on your shoulder and she says, "We're all here not by choice. Most of us. Nixel might have known more of what was happening, but yeah, we're all kind of in this together. So just keep your head up and try not to lose yourself." And she looks over at Gurna again, and she kind of says that to you as well. Like as she's saying, like, try not to lose yourself. You notice that she kind of is directing that towards you.
Mm.
And I will say here, and remind me of your name. I don't think we were formally introduced.
I'm in a Rockhand. Welcome to the tower. Welcome to the Tower of Ashfont. I wish it was on better terms.
Yeah, my name is Rickus Rum. So am I correct in assuming that you're the person to talk to if we need to get something?
Yes, I can facilitate many things here. My stores are a little low. You are welcome to rest here. I also have the capabilities of building and repairing your gear. That is kind of my job here as the steward of the hub. If you do need something, I can try to requisition it for you, but it is not a sure thing by any means.
Gotcha. And a DM, what's the light level in this space?
It's dim.
Dim.
It's not bright, but this is probably one of the brighter rooms you've been. I mean, I guess not you. You saw the fake outside, right? Like,
yes.
This is a dungeon. Like the stone walls are cold, but you can see the whole room. The whole room is lit.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I will ask her, what do you think the chances are of getting like a grow box? I kind of need some green space.
I can see what I can do, but I have not seen many. We don't have access to a lot here, so
Fair.
I could definitely make you a box. I don't have any dirt. I don't know if I could. I assume I could try to requisition dirt.
I look at you, Rickus. About corpses.
I could do some stuff with corpses. If I'm really gonna do something, dirt is better.
Inna stares directly at Gurna and says, "You will not be leaving corpses in my room. Do you understand me?"
I'll think about it.
I mean, and I'm gonna say I assume that means that a box of chicken or duck shit is out of the question too. Then probably.
She just stares down at you and gives you a very curt nod.
I could make the smell less.
Less shitty.
She kind of raises her eyebrows and just starts kind of stepping back.
If you give me the stuff
in disbelief,
I can make dirt. Is the point. And if I can make dirt, I can maybe feed you something maybe a little bit more reminiscent of the surface. But I might also need a permanent light source for that as well.
She puts her hands up and like looks around you. It's like, if you can find what you can find, we will see what we can do. Then she goes back over here and starts like grabbing supplies. Like you see, like she might be trying to start planning how she would build a box.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna look up at Gurna and ask, you don't know how to enchant something, do you?
I know one enchantment only. So, not really.
Because I can cast a spell that would make it light in here, but I don't know how to bind it to something.
I don't know. Repetition, maybe.
Yeah, I guess. We'll see.
I'm gonna
Complex,
try to seize control.
Okay, go for it.
How do I do that?
Roll me a knowledge arcana.
That's really bad for me.
You have advantage on this.
Oh, I do.
You're doing something that you should be able to do.
Well, that's 19.
19. Sure. You kind of grab Rickus's hand and like looking at the rune. You see your rune, the rune on your hand, and they don't quite match. Like the color is slightly off. And you kind of look at it for a little while. And then just like the book kind of implanted information into your head where you were kind of more or less feeling what the information was trying to give you. You just look and then you take your clawed hand and just stick it into the back of Rickus's hand.
Fuck.
And in the process of doing that, you just tear and you pull and you see like the Icarus just ethereal kind of rune pull off. And then Rickus's hand kind of glows for a bright second and then dims back down and is unharmed. And now you notice that both of your runes are kind of pulsating at the same frequency and getting the same light color. And now you both have a moment of like noticing each other.
Okay, so I definitely perceive a shift.
Yeah, like seeing, like if you accidentally bump into somebody you know in a crowd, that moment of just like connection of like, yes, like cool. Right. And at the same time, Inferno, I need you to roll me a the hell's it called? Initiative roll. We're gonna get one more attack in, but you're at disadvantage because Rickus just disappeared.
So that's how that works.
Let's see.
Yeah. So you
Sorry
two are
about
now
the pain.
linked.
Initiative
That was not pleasant.
is 21.
21. All right. So there's a brief moment of just like, huh, of like something going away.
Oh,
like
you said
forgetting something.
disadvantage. Sorry, 18.
Yes, 18. Oh, weird. Okay, you both rolled 18.
Or are the 19? So
No, it's just these two. It's for this last attack. Oh, they both rolled. What's your dexterity?
Plus 6.
+6. You win then. Oh wait,
6.
how do you have +6 dexterity? You have 22 dexterity.
You have to.
No,
Jesus
no.
Christ.
Sorry. 16. I was looking at my saving throws.
Oh, okay.
It's so it's a +3 actually.
It's a +3. Okay, so I have the higher initiative, so I get to go first.
Yep.
This is not going to be with the psychic daggers. This is going to be with a nasty dagger. Oh, scary. 10. He missed real hard. And with his second attack, this is going to be with the psychic dagger. So you see this like red edged dagger, just really gnarly looking. No hilt, just zip by. Like you feel it cut the air as it goes by you. God, and then he swings around and rolls worse. Awesome. 12.
12 does not hit.
12 does not hit. Okay. Yeah, and then you feel those psychic blades also just like ching in the floor below you. He is going to do something that you are not aware of. And that is his turn. It is your turn. You get to make one
Cool.
attack.
Yeah. I mean, I'm essentially just gonna do the same thing.
Sure.
Go flame dagger, and flurry of blows. So first flame daggers is a 21.
That'll hit.
Cool. Oop, don't roll another attack. Roll a damage. Come on. Is 9 with 4 of that being fire.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead and attack again with the flame dagger. It's a 12.
That's a miss.
Okay. And then we'll go into flurry of blows. So yeah, we'll go unarmed strike. Is a 13 on the first one,
That's also a miss.
and then
Shillelagh.
wait.
I'm finally figuring out how to use the 5e resources.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
10 on
So
the
10.
second one.
Yeah, so you guys are just like
Yep. Just trading
Kung Fu
blows.
movie, just going bam, 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 nowhere. And then Antic will kind of push back and try to disengage. And he'll step back out of the circle and kind of look back at you through the mask. He's wearing the bird mask.
Mhm.
And he's just like, you're still not pushing it. Interesting. Okay. If you choose not to accept the gift, then that's all there is to it. I understand. And he's like bow out. And then it's up to you whether or not you keep attacking or not.
Yeah, I mean, if he stepped out of the circle, I'm not going to attack. But looking at him as he's saying that, I'll reach over at the pouch and put a hand on the pouch and see if he makes any motions towards that.
Towards
The pouch with the medallion.
Okay. He picks his hand up and he is holding the medallion in his hand.
Impressive.
he gestures like, "Do you want this?" Not like, not taunting. He's not taunting you. He's genuinely like not handing it back to you, but offering it to you.
Sure.
Do you want this? Kind of just, yeah.
And I would just look at where the look towards where the psychic daggers landed and go. Is that how you got there?
Many gifts are gifted to those who choose to fight for the just. You know, not all abilities need to be physical.
Sure.
Sometimes ideals have power. He's not fucking Batman.
Yeah, no. And I'll just go ahead and see how, well, try to perceive how badly he looks after essentially trying to go all out
Sure.
as much as I can.
Easily enough, like he's just bloodied. Like,
Okay.
you see him, he looks a little ragged. He looks a little ragged.
Yeah.
So,
And I'll just look down and flex my hands a couple times and go, perhaps I need something more than just myself.
he
Because
throws the
I'm
medallion.
not looking very good.
He throws the medallion back at you. Maybe you need to spend a little more time and maybe make your convictions known.
Maybe I do.
Maybe you do. And he'll bow. He'll bow to you. And he'll put the dagger back. As he does, that wicked, weird looking dagger he had. I mean, it's a little tiny like Tanto, right? But it, like, the blade itself seemed strange. Just being in close proximity to it, you're like, that's a weird fucking dagger.
Sure.
As he like puts it in his belt, it just kind of vanishes. You don't know where it goes. It's just hidden on him somewhere. But scary. You've never seen him with that one. You always see him with the spider dagger.
Sure.
Or the Ilmater dagger. So he's got some tricks up his sleeve. Yeah, he bows out and he'll take a few steps back and then he'll vanish again. And you just kind of like, you guys all see him just like kind of walk into the nothingness.
And
I'll just
bow at him.
Yeah, that's fine. A moment or two later, the lizard kind of like claps his hands. That was good. Well fought. Well fought. And then he picks the meat up and he starts ripping chunks off and he tosses some to Complex because you bought stuff from him today. Gurna, he looks at you and Snick kind of nods. He's like, all right. Gurna throws you some food. Tiny man, come here. He just kind of walks past Nixel, pushing Nixel out of the way. And holds out a huge chunk of meat for Frickus.
Okay. Thank you.
Do you eat it?
Can I try to see if I can tell what it is?
Knowledge nature.
Ooh, 18. Nice. This is some kind of like woolly rhino.
Okay.
It's like large, giant terrestrial mammal meat.
Okay. Yeah, I will eat it.
Okay. And then he'll rip off a little bit more and throw it at Nixel as well. You all get a D8 bonus of temporary hit points. This is really good meat. And yeah, and then he just like starts eating the rest of it. That works. So just so you know, Druid, the way I roll this, these temporary hit points do stack and they don't go away when you rest.
Okay.
These are a little strange.
So including my good berry, that gives me 2.
2, yeah. And then you rested throughout the day, so you should have also gotten another D6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you rested
You guys
in
spent
the
4
pool.
hours resting. Yeah.
Hey, cool. That brings me up to 3.
Hey, man.
Complex.
Great.
I am going to. Do you accept the token back, or like because he's offering it to you? Like, Or
Yeah,
did you
I
die
would have
in that?
I would have caught it and
Okay.
would have
Yeah,
been
easy enough.
staring at it as I'm exiting.
So I will give you the option now. Do you feel like you want to try to attune more to it, or are you just gonna kind of let that go by the wayside?
I'm gonna take heed of somebody who's a little bit more experienced than me and try to I guess ask the the pendant or the medallion.
I heard you were gonna ask, and then there was nothing.
Yeah, I'm thinking about what specifically I would ask, but essentially it's going to be something along the lines of, "Are you the power that I need?"
Make them pay. Bring those who have been harmed to justice, or bring justice to those who have been harmed. So you're asking, are you what I need? And it's essentially asking, are you?
Right.
Are you this person? Can you do this?
Right. Which I would indeed answer affirmatively. Probably not out loud though, but I would squeeze it and then nod.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna give you a paladin level.
Interesting.
That's simple. Yeah. So, if you accept it, that's the thing. So, if you accept it, you take it, and you can level up once. If not, that's fine.
Yep.
Nixel, Rickus, I feel like you're moving forward, but we have not yet pushed past that. So you should both be level 5. I believe that's correct.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. Rickus, I would say you sparring with Snick felt pretty good.
Okay.
If you wanted to start moving in that direction, you could. Otherwise, keep planting things. And Nixel, I think you need to try out that tattoo sometime, but you could easily take a level in Rogue right now if you wanted. So I will let you guys level up at your choosing, but noted that there are some options for like that being fluid.
Okay.
Yep. And that's where I think that's about it. If you guys want to rest more, spend some time doing anything else, otherwise the door is open for you and you can go whenever you like.
Okay.
So
The only other thing I want to do is I have a wand of the neophyte that I want to attune to.
Yep, easy enough. Actually, that shouldn't require attunement anymore. I have since removed the requirement, so it might just be an outdated item.
Okay.
So, how long has it been since I sold that sword?
In your estimations, maybe a day, because you guys spent some night sleeping at the with the goose.
Yeah. Well,
So
it was sold
two.
like a few missions before that as well.
Yeah. So I mean, just no more than a few days. But Ina also said that you've been gone for a few days, so it could be upwards of a week, 2 weeks, maybe.
Well, I know she sold it off already.
You gonna try to summon it back?
Yes.
Go for it.
It's a bonus action to do. I summon my greatsword.
Roll me a D100.
Let's see what happens. Is D100 roll?
Oh shit!
88.
You reach out and you call to your sword. Which sword was this, by the way?
This was the large greatsword.
Oh no!
You reach out and you call to it, and you hear. You hear the sword just like, and you grab it and pull it out of the ether, and you go and as you're holding it up in the air, Snick goes, "Hey, that's mine!" And then he reaches out, and now I need you to both roll me a will save, or not a will, Wisdom.
It's
Just roll
stupid.
wisdom. Oh God. What is Snick's wisdom?
That's your 20.
Ooh.
Damn it! I rolled a 19. I'm just gonna give it to you with a natural 20.
What is
Like
is-
you feel the tug, you feel the sword like, oh, I can go back over there, and then you just pull it back in, and you're like, no, this is mine. And now Stick
Where
glares.
did Slick get the large great
Yeah,
sword?
I was pretty sure you sold that to Inna, right?
Yeah, and then they sold it off to someone else. So like,
Which Snick may have bought it or pilfered it.
Now
from-
Snick jumps up here. He's like, and he pulls out, like he reaches out, and an axe appears in his hand, and he's like, "That's mine. You're gonna pay for that." And then Zasha
When
will be
did you
like,
get
"Hey,
that?
Interesting. We're gonna have to solve this, but for now, I think you've been outsmarted, little one." And
I look at Snick. Why did you buy this?
I didn't buy it. I found it.
They were dead then.
He's just like
Oh.
glaring.
Did you steal it?
Snick, did you find it on a dead person, or did you find it in somebody's storeroom?
Snick found it.
There is no difference
They
when it
weren't
comes to
using it.
Snick.
And then Ina's gonna step forward and be like, hey, stop this. And then she like kind of glares at you, and Snick like perks up and like, oh. And Sasha just starts laughing. And and then Sasha he's gonna reach out and grab something from the air as well. Snick's axe disappears. Reappears in Sasha's hand. And then he grabs Snick by the head. He says, "You need to practice more." And he gives him the axe back. And Snick is just like fuming at the ears. And then he goes for it one more time.
Oh
He
yeah,
goes for-
who got that flaming broadsword of Donkey Kong?
Snick.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So wait, how many giant weapons does this little fella have?
He's
I
got a
don't
few.
know.
You see that sword on his back.
Yeah.
Like he's got that sword on his back.
He's got a few.
And so he starts stamping his feet, and Zasha's laughing at him. And he's like, "Let's get going. If you really want that sword back, you're gonna have to earn it." And Snick just like starts glaring and like staring at Gurna, grumbling, walking off.
I'll come over here and ask Nixel. So the little guy's a hoarder?
Yes. I say as I hear this.
He's a hoarder and a thief. The latter, which I'm more familiar with, but there's always a lot of crossover.
Right.
As complex as you're kind of walking around here,
Yeah.
Antic goes to follow these guys and kind of he's still invisible, but you hear him kind of
Sure.
passing by.
That's fine.
And he says, "Make sure your convictions are true. Make sure you know what you're doing." And then he keeps going. So
Not sure about anything these days.
That was my plan all along when I saw
work
that.
on that. And so yeah, the rest of them they'll wander off into the door. The door closes, and Snick's like, "I'll get that back." And then the door closes.
I'll just give a look off. I'll see you if you do.
I'm just imagining little kobold pointing at both of his eyes and then at you.
Okay, complex. You once again notice Druid Boy's gone. Just like you just don't sense them. I keep wanting to say Vril for some reason, but Rickus.
Rickus, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I did not anticipate this name being that hard to pronounce
No,
It's all right.
it's fine.
or remember.
But unless you guys want to do anything else, I think you're about done here. Unless you just want to spend time, you are going to need to eat again soon. Rickus, which is strange. You're like, I had a good beer. I should be good, but you're like, you're starting to wind down. You're like, I'm very hungry. It's only been a couple hours. Yeah.
Hey, Rickus, you mind if I try something? As I put a hand on his chest, and then I'll use one charge of this tattoo, and just have my hand pass through you.
Okay. I'm actually not sure it's a charge. Is it?
It
once
is.
per day? Okay.
There are 3 charges per day.
3 charges. Okay. So you are intangible for the next minute, I believe.
Nope, just 6 seconds.
Oh, just a round? Ooh, that's not as powerful as I thought it was. That's fine though. That's good.
I assume you don't even wait for my response, and I just watch your hand sink into my chest. Ah, yeah.
Kalima.
I'm
pull
going
it back
to
out.
try to push you away from me.
You can't.
Yeah. Fuck, when'd you become a ghost? And I'm going to hide behind Gurna.
Huh.
It says, "Oh, that's impressive." I've
I don't like
actually.
this place.
No one does.
That's a very rare gift, Nixel. Yeah, be very wary. People will try to take that from you. And then she kind of just sits back, sees what you guys are doing. And I think that's probably a good place to call it, unless you guys want to do anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would just put on the mask and then be pointed towards the group and go, essentially, all right, ready to go?
Yeah. Put my sword back.
Well, let's just see if Snick tries to take it back from you. I don't actually know the rules about people tuning to the same sword. I think it's awesome. I love that idea that there's like a dark sword that loves to just have tons of owners.
I like how I gave it
You
like
have one a will save against him though, so like for the time being, you feel pretty confident that you have control of it.
It's a poly sword.
I like how I made a non-magical weapon just living.
You made the sword a warlock deity, and it wants
Just funny.
people, as many people to want it.
I mean, I guess I'm its creator then. Cool. That's interesting. Yeah, it's one of my 2 bonded weapons.
Okay.
Let me check. What the fuck does that mean? Weapon bond. Yeah, I can summon as a bonus action if it's in the same plane of existence.
Yeah, that's why I had you roll a D100. I wanted to see if, I mean, that's what I was gonna have you do. Like every time you tried to summon it, I was gonna see if the person that had it, and then I was like, wait, Snick's right there. But you did roll high enough to summon it, so I think there's fun.
What is he doing with a large greatsword? He can't even use it.
Yeah, you don't know that. What was the first thing you ever saw him wielding?
Giant glowing pickaxe.
Giant
My pickaxe.
Uh-oh. Things are happening. Yep. Okay, so you've all got a little bit of shenanigans going on. Complex, once again, I've given you the warnings. You can choose to take a level in Paladin or a level in Monk. It's your choice. To do with what you will. And then we'll find out next time, I guess.
Yeah, he just might as well test it out. So he went 1 level in Paladin.
Okay. So I will basically say, like, for the next little bit, you're just basically kind of meditating through that and trying to figure out what it means to follow Ilmater, and give that an understanding. Yeah. Okay. You guys go through the door, or do you want to start here next time?
I think I'm willing to go for the door. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for you guys.
I will just follow along, I guess. I still have very little idea what's happening.
Join
you
the
get too far
club.
from Gurna and you die.
Join the club.
I'm surprised Complex hasn't said anything on me stealing a crew member.
I don't think that Complex would have any qualms one way or another because
Oh, they're my
people
responsibility now, so it's like, oh.
people are not possessions in Complex's mind.
Hmm.
I mean,
It'll
they
walk
might
up
be
to
for you.
Gurna as Gurna is walking through the door, and she'll just kind of like, remember who you are. Don't lose that.
Hmm. I'll be honest, there's nothing to lose, honestly.
She looks a little sad. Let you go.
Not much in my no life that's good.
Hey, this doesn't have to be a bad place, right?
Yeah.
The door closes.
We die.
You die. This room was actually full of sharks. That's the end of the campaign. Great job, everybody.
Woo.
Wonderful, wonderful night. No,
Congrats, guys.
Sharks with freaking lasers.
freaking lasers. All right, yeah. So you go in here and go for the crystal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll just go ahead and
The darkness, as you touch the crystal, you now see the runes are slightly different. Now that Joonas's rune is different as it lights up, goes around. You touch the crystal, and darkness takes you all.
What's the color, actually? What's the difference in color?
It's pretty similar, but like it's a little off. So maybe more of like a teal. It's a little more teal now. A little
Nice,
paler
I'm teal
blue.
team.
Teal team 2. But yeah, the darkness takes you, Joonas, as you kind of fade out. You just get that pang of hunger again.
I'm to consume life. Whenever I see that.
And then Complex, same thing, just echoing. Consume Prilosec. Consume Prilosec. All right, yeah. No, it's all right. Complex, you get that same like. Be my champion. Be my hands. Make them pay. And that's kind of just the thought going through your head over and over again as you just kind of wink out. And that's where we'll call it. Thanks for watching, everybody. That was the Blue Team, episode 22. That's all I got.
Next time we die.
Next time you die. Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. I don't know if we need to raid somebody, I suppose. We can see what other people are up to today. I will put these up on the Patreon page here in a little bit. I got to convert the audio and put that up there as the raw file. If people like to have these on Twitch instead of being a Patreon exclusive audio content, please let me know. I like to do lots of little projects, and this is kind of one of those things where it's like I think more people might be able to enjoy it if it's not locked behind the Patreon wall, because I don't like things being locked behind Patreon walls. So we'll figure that out. But I also want to give the Patreon members their value. So let me know your thoughts on that. Otherwise, I will leave this up on Twitch for the 30 days that it is up if people want to go back and watch it. And then from there, we'll keep playing probably every other week or so, I hope. Next week I'll be gone, so it'll be a little while before the next one comes out. But oh boy, oh boy, I forgot to turn that off. Who was that? Here we go. Elmo of the Forsaken, thank you for the follow. I hope you enjoyed the stream today. Let's go see if we can find somebody to raid, and we will